Hey guys, welcome to 𝑽𝒊𝒐𝒍𝒆𝒕 Awakening. Today we call Black Bot featuring our Terra Hydreigon EX and the new Bother Bot using our Budew for the extra disruption as well. We got Xerosic, one Eri, and also one Meddling Memo with Zubat, the old Zubat that allows you to reveal your opponent's hand. If you have that Zubat in the active spot, you get to do it once per turn. And then we also have our Pecharunt EX to basically switch it out from the active spot into our Hydreigon to attack. We also have our rescue board so that we get to basically switch out the Hydreigon back into the Zubat and reveal our opponent's hand every single turn before playing Judge to disrupt their hand as well. We got 4 copies of our Judge and also Drayton, Arven, Xerosic, and the lot. We have Grabber as well for the extra disruption, and we're playing 1 copy of Crispin. We got our basic energies, 5 darkness, 2 basic psychic, 2 metal, and 1 mist energy, 1 luminous with a jet energy for, you know, the switch. So mist energy actually helps you counter cards like Roaring Moon, or if they play poison effects, you know, like Nidoking, we could actually deny them those special effects. We got 1 chorus as well to get our Grand Tree into play so that we get to evolve fast. We're not doing Salvatore, we are instead playing 3 copies of our Rare Candy with 1 Arven and 1 Drayton. So right now we're up against Clefairy EX. They're actually doing Metagross, Steven's Metagross, with a Psychic Fairy box sort of thing. They got Dedenne for the damage transfer. I think we did that for our first Metagross build. We did not have Clefairy, but you know, we were focusing on pure tank with that Metagross. I think we have Wigglytuff as well instead of Fairy Giraffe to basically counter weakness. If our opponent plays like fire decks, you know, if they have Ho-Oh as well. Ho-Oh can't actually do a 1-hit knockout though, but if they play Typhlosion is a big thing now. Typhlosion actually hits for 280 damage, which is enough to kill off Steven's Metagross, obviously, without even having to play Max Belt or Defiance Ban. They don't even need the fighting, what's it called again? Black Belt, Fury Belt, the supporter card that helps you do more damage. I'm not really too familiar with that card. But yeah, so we got our Bother Bot first turn, super early. We're gonna use it to swap the Metagross, maybe? I don't think so. We're just gonna keep the Metagross in the prize. So that's the bad thing about Bother Bot, is if you get something that your opponent may need early, you are actually forced to turn that prize card face up though. And if that prize card is face up throughout the rest of the game, your opponent could actually help your opponent, you know, choose the right prize when they do a knockout. So it's actually gonna help them if your Bother Bot, you know, if you choose not to swap out, if it's actually better not to swap out a random card from their hand with the prize, then you could be helping the enemy. But oh well. With the chance of trapping our opponent, I think it's worth it, you know, to some extent. It's almost like a coin flip sort of thing. It's almost like Crushing Hammer, you know, those cards. So here comes Baby Cleffa, drawing 5 cards into your hand with the Jamming Tower in play. Hooray. So that means we can't do Rescue Board for the retreat, but we do have Pecharunt though. I don't think we should be too worried. Let's have a look at their hand. We should have actually played the ability after doing Judge, because we're going to play Judge anyways. I'm not sure why I did that. That was kind of weird. Should we attach the Psychic on the Hydreigon though? Because if we get the Metal, we could actually do like the triple snipe. If they play a Shaman though, at some point, at any point in the game, then we can't actually hit the bench anymore. We can still target the Clefairy though, because Shaman doesn't guard your EX Pokemon, and Clefairy is not a Terra, so there are a lot of bench guards for this game in the current format. But it's a bit all over the place, I would say, because Mew EX doesn't get bench guard, which is a big deal. Phezandipity doesn't get bench guard, so it's hard to say how good the format actually is doing, how balanced it is. I wouldn't really say it allows for spread decks anymore because of Terra. If they play like Ogerpon, Terra Ogerpon, the only thing that counters that card, if you want to play a spread deck, is Iron Crown. Like the only Pokemon, the only way you can do a bench snipe is with Iron Crown on Terra Pokemons. There's no other way though. Like, why isn't there an ability, a stadium card, or a supporter that allows you to hit Terra Pokemons on the bench. Are spread decks just impossible? I mean, we have damage counters, but still. We want to be doing damage on the bench though. What about cards like Team Rocket's Sneasler? Right? That only gets to hit bench. It's not allowed to target their active Pokemon. What about cards like that? You know, like the old Barraskewda is currently now the basic Team Rocket's Sneasler. Sorry, Sneasel. So now they got the Beldum. Are they gonna get the candy? We did a couple of discards with our first crashing headbutt. And they're gonna play Sacred Ash. You just need the candy though, honestly. If they play candy right here or Grand Tree, you never know what aspect they're. Oh, then they conceded though. So one against Metagross, because Metagross has the ability that allows them to search for the energy, as we all know. Pretty obvious. It just needs to evolve, sort of like Charizard EX. But apparently the disruption was enough. The couple of judges that we played actually ruined their hand enough for them to concede the game. Because they got no other Beldum in play, which is a bit sad. Steven's Beldum is different, right? Because you can't evolve Steven's Beldum into the old Metang that allows you to search, look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach any number of metal energy you find there and put the other cards at the bottom of your deck. So still not a big fan of Trainer's Pokemon, because even for Team Rocket's deck, you can't really play Giovanni unless if you have more than 90% Team Rocket's Pokemon in your deck. You're not even allowed to do 𝑑𝑚𝑪𝑮𝑳 though if you want to play Ariana to draw up to 8 cards into your hand. So like, what even is that? Why is it's so one-dimensional? You know what I mean? Like, Team Rocket's deck is very one-dimensional. You're not allowed to play any other Pokemon but Team Rocket's Pokemon to make it hyper consistent. And if you actually follow the one-dimensional rule, then it becomes so consistent because you get to search for any supporter card with that transceiver. It becomes so consistent that the game is ridiculous. You even have Proton to play on your first turn to bench your basics, 3 copies on the bench. I mean, I guess it's sort of fine just because Team Rocket's Pokemon can't really do early knockouts, but still, it could be pretty bad if you get the Proton and your opponent didn't get a Poffin, for example. Then they're screwed in terms of setup, and then you are basically flying on your second turn to your stage 2s, your stage 1s, while your opponent is struggling to even bench their attacker, you know? Their Evolution EX attacker. Anyways, back to the game. They got Ethan's Adventure, getting 2 Cyndaquil and a Quilava, evolving the active for yet another supporter card. Are they actually gonna attack though? Oh wait, it's their first turn, my bad. They can't evolve it yet, obviously. So we're gonna do Rare Candy and Judge. We could actually draw 1 card here first. Maybe play the Ultra Ball. So are we gonna play the Memo? We're gonna save the Memo for later. We actually have 2 copies for this game. Eventually I just dropped it down to 1 because if we have the Zubat prize, it's not really that worth playing anyways. I think we have an extra supporter now. Oh no, we have an extra Munkidori. My bad. So Munkidori is an essential tech card. If you're playing basic Darkness Energy in your deck, you better be doing the Dory. You better be having that card in your deck. It's not an option at this point. You don't have a choice but to play Dory in your decks, apparently. Even if you don't have basic Darkness Energy, you better be playing Luminous and factoring in a Dory just to counter, you know, Munkidori, because nothing else counters Munkidori but Munkidori. Unless if you're doing one-hit knockouts, in which case you could maybe avoid having to play Munkidori in your deck. Although it's kind of advisable not to. It's more advisable to have at least 1 copy still. Yeah, especially if you're playing Darkness Energy, just because, or Luminous, just because if your opponent plays Frostlass, or, you know, any way to do recoil on their bench Pokemon, any way to hit their own Pokemon with damage. If they have a Venture Bomb as well, they can still play on the damage transfer. So in other words, it's compulsory. Munkidori is a compulsory for every deck. No matter like what you do, no matter how you go about it, no matter how you look, like how smart you are, you have to have a Munkidori in your deck. That's how dumb this game is. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I can't remember the last time I don't have that stupid monkey in my deck. At least one copy of it. So, but whatever. Enough ranting. So back to the game. We are discarding 3 cards right here. Removing a rare candy, which is grand, with a couple of supporter cards, drawing another prize card. So we're down to 4 remaining, and they haven't drew a single prize card yet, but they are gonna do some heavy damage here with their first Typhlosion. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the voiceover right here because focus on the game. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you find this combo interesting, we'll see you next time. Have a great day, and bye everyone!